Little lady just sitting there. I want them so badly. Goodbye, books. Just walking past the people. I was just walking, looking at my feet, because you know I've got to walk looking at my feet because I fall over a lot. I'm back. Hello. I just filmed a whole intro clip and it wasn't even recording. Welcome back to the vlog. Today, it's a vlog with a twist, because I'm in Italy and I'm travelling on my own to Italy. Or I have travelled on my own to Italy, just for a week, Sunday to Sunday, and it's now Tuesday. So I'll tell you the plan. Basically, I'm here on my own. Sunday, first night I stayed in Bergamo, which is where I flew into, and then now I'm in Lake Garda for 2 nights. First night I'm staying in a hostel, and I'm staying in hostels the rest of the week, except for these 2 nights in Lake Garda because they don't really have hostels here. So I'm in an Airbnb, which is why I can vlog in it, because it's all by myself. It's really cool actually, I'll show you. There's like, I think I'm in like a farmhouse kind of thing, because the little street that I'm on, there's only like 3 houses and I'm surrounded by vineyards. So I think this is like a, it's not a farmhouse, but like a rural house. I'm not describing that very well. But yeah, there's like books everywhere. And there's this like cool, they're like letters, I think. They're all in Italian, so I can't read them. And then in the bathroom, there's like more books, which is a risky move to keep books in your bathroom. There's like these really old ones that I don't know what they are. And then these ones, they're all in Italian, so I have no idea what they're about. But it's still pretty cool. And then in the bathroom, there's this like little lady just sitting there. So it's kind of quirky. I kind of like it. And I've got my own garden and everything. And there's cats. I'll show you the cats. They stay outside. They're really cute. So yes, this is my accommodation. It's very cool. I don't know how much I'm going to vlog, like speak to you vlog for the rest of the thing. I'm not going to lie, it might just be a montage of clips because I can only vlog when I'm on my own. And I might risk the vlogging on public, but I don't think I'll do it in hostels because that's very awkward. But the book that I'm reading on my journey is The Marriage Portrait by Mario Farrell, which is a bit rogue for me. I don't really read this kind of thing. But it's historical fiction, kind of crimey, like thrillery, because it's based on the beginning insert, kind of like historical note at the very beginning is in 1560, 15-year-old Lucrezia, I think, de Cosimo de' Medici left Florence to begin her married life with Alfonso II d'Este, Duke of Ferrara. Less than a year later, she would be dead. The official cause of her death was given as putrid fever. Fever? But it was rumoured that she had been murdered by her husband. So, like, unless she completely changes it, we know she's going to die. And it kind of flips back and forth between her being born and kind of growing up to her sitting the night that she dies, or like the night before she dies or gets ill. So there's kind of like a tension there. I'm about 127 pages in, so it's not like I'm kind of flying through. It's only like 450 pages. It's not that, like, it looks chunky-ish for a book, but like, look how big the font is. That is some chunky font. Maybe I'm just used to reading paperbacks and fantasy paperbacks where they try and squeeze as much as they can in a small space as possible. But that seems quite large. I've also been bitten to smithereens here, but it's okay. We'll survive. So yes, I'm going to wrap up this intro now. I am going to Lake Garda, or like the main part of Lake Garda. There's a castle. I'll show you the castle. It's really cool. I don't know what else is there, but there's a castle. So I'm going to go see that. And then I think mainly I'm going to Florence. Mainly I'm going to vlog in Florence, doing like some kind of like book stuff there, book themed stuff there. So I'll probably catch up with you in Florence more. Yes, see you there.
Oh, the sun
and I just had to vlog because I'm freaking out because I found the most beautiful editions of Brand Sanderson I've ever seen. They're like the leather bound. They're not leather bound. They look like them though. Well, they kind of feel plasticky leather bound, but they've got beautiful end pages. I want them so bad, but they're €32 and I have no space in my bag at all, ever. There's no way I can take them back with me. But I want them so badly. And they're also in Italian, so I can't even read them. But I want them. Like, look at these. They look like the leather bound, right? But look. They're just, God, they're just so beautiful. And like the end as well. There's a different one. This is so scary looking, but there's Vin. And then the second one is different. I don't think we have the first one, so I don't know what that one looks like, but we got Vin again. So Mistborn Cape, and then the back. I think that's Elland, I'm assuming. But oh my god. Or maybe it's, no, which one's this? Number 2? Number 2, so it must be Elland. I just want them. Goodbye, books. Live a long and happy life.
With you, the sun is shining 24/7. 'Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven. If it will get dark, you'll be my million stars. I know I can lean on you. Oh, you catch me like a leaf falling from a tree. If I'll be a shooting star, you make a wish. No, I don't fake this kind of feeling, never felt so real. My heart is on the table 'cause you're my everything. I do, I wanna marry you. 'Cause when you're around, I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good, so good. Every single day we spend apart, I wanna be with you. Baby, take my hand, hold it tight just like you do. Feels so good, so good.
So, I made it to Bologna. It is the second day here. Yesterday, I'll have some random clips of me in some bookshops. It was a bit of a mare. I missed my bus stop because Google failed to tell me that that bus stop was no longer a bus stop and hadn't been for 2 years. So I had to go to the next station, which wasn't until Verona. So I ended up spending like an hour in Verona, that's where I found the Sandersons. And I was really sad that I had to leave them there, but you know, one must do what one must do. It was very sad. And then I came to Bologna, which was the second bookshop, which I think is like a Waterstones, but like an Italian one, because it had a lot of the same stuff that we sell there. They got like paper blanks and like jigsaws and stuff like that. Just walking past the people. But then I went to their library, or like I think it used to be part of the university. It's a lot fancier than our university or our library university. I am gonna look at more of the history behind it, because like clearly there's something about it that is special. I'm gonna look at that because like it had amazing like paintings and like on the walls, and everything was just like so cool. And you couldn't go into the actual library, you just like peek through it, through a door, so I think I videoed that as well for you. But it's very cool, very old books in there. That was cool. I'm now going to climb a really tall tower and then off to Florence this afternoon, so I'll let you know how that goes. Oh, update on what I'm reading. So sorry for this little interruption, but I then go and cover the mic so you can't actually hear what I'm saying. It's not very much, to be fair, but I'm basically saying that I'm about 180 pages into the marriage portrait, which is about halfway, as the book's quite short. It's only about 450 pages. And I hopefully will finish it by the end of the week. I just need to get more reading done on the train instead of like falling asleep. So I basically think it's okay at this point. I'm not loving it, but it's a lot of description in a way that I'm not a huge fan of. A lot of kind of metaphors that I just seem a little bit redundant, but I go on to tell you about that in a minute anyway. So yes, back to the main video now. But like you can tell it's well written, and I'm sure the plot line. I just want to know what happens to her. I want to know if she actually dies, basically. That's like, it's pulling me through, so I will keep reading. It's very easy to read, very fast read. So yes, that's my update on the marriage portrait. I'll see you in Florence. to learn Italian, come back, and buy all the fantasy books that are in Italian, because they're just so beautiful. They have maps on them. I love maps. I want a wall of maps. But you can never find maps. But they're just there, on the inside of their dust jacket. I'm going to have to let them go though, because they're like 20, 23, 26 euros each, and I have no space in my bag. This is so sad. So, it is finally a quiet-ish moment, although I'm still trying to avoid people. I'll walk this way. But I'm in this like palace garden, and it's very quiet, and I thought I'd give you an update on how it's going. So, I've made it to Florence. I'll let you know how Bologna went first. I don't think I'm technically... Look, there's a lady there. I'm technically meant to film in here, so I can't really film the place, but I'll put some pictures of what this place looks like. It's very nice. I realise I look knackered, but it's been a very busy week. So, Bologna was lovely. It was a very cool city. There's just so much everywhere. Like, they have these like domed archways over everything, and in those archways they're all like painted, or they've got some kind of carvings on them, or like something fancy going on, in most of them anyway. That was so cool to look at. So as I was saying yesterday, I decided to climb up that tall tower. Views were amazing. Forgot to take any videos, of course, because it was me, and I'm crap at vlogging. And then I decided, you know what, well, when I was up there, this like lady pointed out this like basilica on the top of a hill on the other side of the city, and she was like, oh, it was amazing up there, like the view was incredible. So I was like, maybe I'll do that. So I climbed up 498 stairs and then thought, great idea, let's walk 2 hours to this place. And it was incredible. I think I did maybe film something there, potentially. Those, you might have seen that. So yeah, so I went from that point, like from the tower to that point. I'll maybe put some pictures so you can see like the crossover of two different kind of sides. So I saw Bologna from high up on both sides. What else did I had? I had a lot of pistachio in Bologna. I got down with the pistachios in Bologna. I had pistachio ice cream, but like, she was like, I like ordered it. I had it in my head, I was like, I'm gonna have the pistachio ice cream. So I went up, I was like, can I have the pistachio? She's like, you can have 2 flavours, what would your other flavour be? And I was like, no, this is too much pressure now. I had a plan. So she kind of like could see that I was freaking out. She's like, you could have another pistachio? I was like, sure, I'll just have double pistachio. So I had 2 different types of pistachio. I think one was more nutty than the other one, which makes no sense because they're both nuts, but you know what I mean, one was more nutty. And then I had like a pistachio filled, like a creamy pistachio filled croissant, which was very nice. I had that before I went on my little hike to the other basilica. So that was lovely. I very enjoyed the pistachios in Bologna. And the bolognese, obviously, the ragu. And then I just potted around and then came to Florence. My plan is just to pot around again today and do nothing. Obviously I'm in this garden, no idea where I've walked to now. But it is very nice, and I'm hoping to get a good view of Florence from it, because it's quite high up, and then go inside the museum, because I'm cultured and I'm going to a museum now. Decided to turn around because I have no idea where I've gone. I'll go back to the main square. But yeah, so I'm just going to pot around. I went into that bookshop. The books here are incredible. They're just so much prettier than our books. Like, why don't we do fancy stuff with our end pages, or our inside of our dust jackets? Like, that would make me so happy if we did that. But we don't, apparently, because we're boring. And we've got on the sprayed edge trend. Fair enough, I'll give us that. Apart from that, no. You need to pick up the slack, people. I do really want some. I'm so tempted. There's just a guy walking through a hedge. But, you know, each their own. So yeah, that's the plan. Just going to walk around, look at some bookshops. The one thing I wanted to do in Florence was take a photo for Instagram of the marriage portrait by Maggie O'Farrell, because that's the whole point I brought it. It's set in Renaissance Florence. Did I bring it with me today? No, I did not. So I've done well there. I'll have to bring it out tomorrow. I'm here for 2 nights, so I've got all of today and tomorrow, most of tomorrow. And then I've got to go to Milan, basically, as a stopover before the flight tomorrow. Or the next day. Sad times, but yes, it's nearly over. Here's some more clips of my time in Florence.
Ma che buio stasera. già da un po' sono in strada con il capo all'insù a guardare verso il cielo e non mi riesce di trovare la luna. Mi viene una gran voglia di chiamarla. Luna! Magari si affaccia. Sarebbe bello, no? Tu la chiami e lei si affaccia. Non c'è niente da fare, la bianca stasera non c'è.
Update. We are not being classy and going and cultured even and going into a museum because I've managed to lose my ticket to my walk. So it's just the gardens today. Okay, update number 2. I was just walking along. Bear in mind, I've been in this park for about an hour now, so I could have lost that ticket at any point in this hour. In fact, I think I lost it at the top is where I thought, because that's where I got my camera on my bag, and I thought maybe just in the hullabaloo of getting it out of my bag, I dropped it. I was just walking, looking at my feet, because, you know, I've got to walk looking at my feet because I fall over a lot. And there, on the floor, is my ticket. Just there, sat there, on the floor. It's been through a journey, it's a bit damaged now. Oh my god, how cool is that? Today, luck is on my side. What a good day.
Tutti a cercare la melodia nella notte. Anche un bimbo dal suo balcone guarda in su, fino a quando sua madre lo richiama in casa. E così le finestre tornano ad una a dormire, lasciando la strada nuovamente al buio. Con me è la fisarmonica che continua. Poi ad un tratto la luna.
So, sorry for the decrease in camera quality, but it is the final day, and one, I've mainly run out of space on memory cards on my cameras, and 2, it's kind of raining. It was pouring earlier, but it's drizzly now. So I don't really want to whack the camera out in case it gets damaged. Luckily, it's in my... I don't have a raincoat. I didn't bring one with me. But this, like, bag comes with its own little coat, so it's nice and cozy in there. So yeah, I'm in Milan. Made it to Milan. Literally just, like, 24 hours. Walked around yesterday afternoon. Got some videos of that. And it was nice weather then, so luckily that was okay. But this is nice weather to leave on, I have to say. It's always nice when you're going home from holiday and it's raining, because, you know, kind of makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, it's meant to stop raining in a bit. I might go and get a brolly though. Hopefully it improves ever so slightly in the upcoming days. I hope you can hear me properly. I don't know what the mic's like on this phone. I have a very bad phone, so quality is probably abysmal. You need smart people with a brolly. I need to get on their wavelength. I'm just going to wander around basically the shops, because that's what you do in Milan apparently, and try not to spend all my money. See you in a bit.
Got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Yeah! Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I've been longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover. Oh, lover. Oh, lover. Please, please stay. Please stay. Please stay.
I'm back. So, you know I said it was nice to leave somewhere on holiday in the rain? It's not so nice to come back in it. It's a little bit wet outside. It's also 2 hours later than I expected it to be. My flight, I got to the airport on time, which was a bit of a stress because I got to the bus stop. Would have made a difference in the end, but I got to look at my glasses. I got to the bus stop from Milan Central to go to Bergamo, where the airport is. And there was a huge queue and I was like, don't think I'm going to get on this bus. I had to wait for like 3 more buses before I could actually get on one. But luckily, like, I was still on time, like I'd actually planned in advance, which is very rare for me. I can't get my shoe off. And then I got to the airport literally bang on 2 hours before, absolutely on it. It's delayed an extra hour. So I didn't actually leave Milan till 6:30 their time, 5:30 this time. Didn't get in till, well, to be fair, I managed to get through the airport pretty quickly. Got in about 7:25, and there was a train from Manchester, the quick train, so it had taken me, I would have got home at 10 into York, but it was like 7:45, so I had 20 minutes, yeah, pretty much, to get through the airport. I literally, I ran through the airport, literally sped through, never been through customs, or not customs, passports control so quickly. I was one of them annoying passengers that just get straight up as soon as the belt sign goes off and like elbows and people are waiting to get their thing. I missed the train by about 10 seconds and I'm not even joking, like I was running down the platform and it pulled away. That was very annoying. So then I had to wait half an hour for the slower train, so I only just got in. It's now 11:30. And I'm here, and I literally just squeezed water out of my eyebrow into my eye. That was gross. But yeah, I'm home. I've made it. What a fun week. I really enjoyed myself. I have no idea what this vlog is going to be like, because I feel like it's pretty much me just showing you the same books in every single bookshop across northern Italy. Which I think it probably was. I didn't buy one. I was so tempted. I went to buy one about 3 times and put it back. Just because it was a little bit ridiculous to buy one, and I didn't have any space in my bag, so I had no idea how I was going to get it home. I could have just carried it, to be fair. So I didn't buy one, but maybe I'll go back. I think I might be going back next year to Italy at some point, so I can get one then if I really miss it. But yeah, I finished the book. Let's get down to business. I don't know where the book is anymore. It's still in my bag, that'll be why. So yeah, I finished the book about, well, on the plane. And I didn't realise, but the gardens that I went to in Florence was actually where this girl grew up. Like, it's based on a real historical figure. Words, it's not working. So it's based on this girl called, let me find, there's like a little author's note at the back. It's very interesting to read. If you've got the Waterstones exclusive edition as well, it has another added chapter about Maggie O'Farrell, where she got the inspiration from, which is kind of interesting. But actually the bit I really liked was the author's note, which is only a couple pages long. So her full name is Lucrezia, I think is her name. Di Cosimo, that's her father, de Medici d'Este. That's really bad. But she is a real character, a real woman, a real girl who was born from this family, the Dutch of Florence, Duke. What am I saying? I'm so tired, I'm so sorry. Duchess, not Dutch. She is a Duchess of Ferrara, but was born from the Duke of Florence in Italy, and they originally lived in the Palazzo Vecchio in Florence, which I didn't go and visit, but when they were 5, or she was 5, they moved across the river to the Palazzo Pitti, which is where I was. So I walked the grounds that she would have walked on, and went in the house, walked through the rooms that she would have walked through, and that's pretty cool. I'm now even more annoyed that I forgot the book to take photos of in there, because that would have been so cool to actually have had it there. Did I ever show you the bookmark I got there? If I did, I'm sorry for repeating, but I'll show you that because that's still quite a cool memorabilia to have from there. So it's this kind of like, I'm pretty sure it's fake leather, it's not real leather, but like faux leather bookmark. It's definitely fake leather, it doesn't look like real leather. Of this painting of Florence, which I'm sure is by someone famous because there was loads of it. So yes, I got that to go with my Florence book. So yeah, that was really cool. I kind of wish I'd gone to, because I didn't realise this, but there's only one portrait of this girl. It's based off the poem by Robert Browning, Final Duchess, something like that, which is based off this real story about this 15-year-old girl who marries the Duke of Ferrara, I can't say it, and then is murdered by him, suspected to be murdered by him, like just a year later, poisoned. And then he wrote this poem, which is what inspired Maggie O'Farrell to write this book. Like, it's just mad. Like, that's not even like the only time that happened. Her other brother, Pietro, his wife was murdered by him. Their cousin was murdered by their husband. Just, I have no idea why. I need to do more research, because that's just, to me, that's just crazy that these people were just clearly just murdering their wives. They were dying whilst washing their hair, or I think in their sleep. Oh, her sister Isabella died by being in her sleep, by accidentally suffocating herself while she slept. Yeah, she wasn't. She was suffocated. Someone suffocated her. So that was her sister, and then her brother murdered his wife. So like, why? I don't know why. I need to know why. I don't know if anyone knows why, actually, because it was never really officially, obviously, investigated. I'm going to give it a 3.5 stars, mainly because I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed the ending most of all. But the 2 characters that I want to know more about, their relationship, they don't really appear very much, or like their relationship doesn't appear much in the book, only until the end, and I want to know more about that. I just want more from it. Like, I feel like it stopped halfway through the story and I'm not finished with the story yet. So yeah, it just needed to give me a little bit more, and then I would have been all good. I feel like I was just getting to know the characters. I was just kind of getting invested in their lives and what happened to them. I think that's the fantasy in me, though. That's the fantasy reader in me. Like, you know, yeah, they always give you more. So yeah, 3.5 stars. I don't know what I'm rambling on about. I'm so tired now. I'm gonna have to stop talking because this is making no sense in my head anymore. So yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on my Italy journey with me. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I hope this vlog was decent. If it is, then I'm gonna put most of the credit to Edith for putting together something that's watchable from what I've got. But yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Ciao! And my puppy has it too. Oh my god.